Hello and welcome to LifeVantage and this quick 15-minute video. It is a quick overview. If you want more information, please ask for it. So I'm going to screen share right here so I can show you what we are talking about. There we go. All right, so we are talking about biohacking. And I can go in more detail about that at another time, but you just need to know that we're doing a new science called biohacking to help the body be its best of what it can be. The reason why I'm sharing this is because I have been, after the birth of my third child, I got very ill, and I've been on a roller coaster for the last 17 years. Luckily, the last 4 have been great since I've been introduced to these products. But I did everything I could, and I had actually given up and said that my best years were behind me. I was 30 years old when I was, disease had hit me quite harshly, and I had a 6-week-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And I share this because it is the most effective and least expensive thing I've done to be able to regain my health. The cool thing is people who haven't lost their health, this is the best thing they can do to keep their health. And I'll explain the reason why is that. So we're going to start with this ABC primetime video that aired in 2005. It is talking about what our bodies do and how they age.
The following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is a pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And as decades of experiments, they have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. So the result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes 2 antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
It's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease,
yes,
depression.
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
All right. That is pretty amazing, huh? There we go. All right. So what happened after this ABC primetime aired? What did you notice first? That they lowered his oxidative stress, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this ABC primetime was positive, and as you know, many ABC primetimes are not positive, and they actually put people out of business. This one actually spurred a ripple of people who were interested in the product, including research people from around the world. So these people, like you see on the screen here, we have Louisiana State University, American Heart Association, Ohio State University, Johns Hopkins Hospital, the federal government, the National Institute of Aging. All of these people wanted Protandim to see if it would work in association with the disease processes that they were investigating. Let me remind you, this is not something that you have to have a disease to take. This is something that is preventative to helping you keep your oxidative stress levels low to prevent the high oxidative stress in your body. So something that I was doing to help thwart the oxidative stress in my body was I was taking a lot of supplements. This is just a sample of the many supplements I was taking. I was spending, I had about $1,000 retail a month just trying to regain my health. And what I found was taking Protandim, which is what we will be discussing, I was able to get rid of about 90% of those supplements because this is different. And like I mentioned before, my goal was to live life the best I could. I had given up that I could have a quality of life with what I was experiencing. But what I found out is that I just wasn't using the right tools. So this is oxidative stress. This is your healthy cell. This is a cell that's attacked by free radicals. And then this is what happens to that cell. And as we know, cells duplicate. So when you're duplicating a lot of these, you're going to have some challenges. Where do free radicals come from? This is an excellent question. Why do we have so many toxins in our world? Well, we not only got the normal ones of the sun and eating and metabolism and exercise, but we have additional ones in our day and age of air pollution and gasoline and electronics and just emotional stress. All of these wreak havoc on your body, and that's why our body needs a greater defense system than we've ever needed before. And the answer to that is Protandim. Protandim has been found to reduce oxidative stress 40% in 30 days. That means you are going to stay 40% better. And what I have found for me, it's not only gotten me better, but it's gotten me to live life again vertically. And so this is called Nerve2 activation. This is important. This is why LifeVantage products are unique and different than everyone else's, because we are actually doing something in the body that's activating it. All of these supplements I was taking, they were treating a symptom. They were treating brain fog. They were treating lethargy. They were treating inflammation. They were treating adrenal stress. They were treating a lot of things. And this, I found, goes in the body, takes care of itself, and then I found myself using less. And I've actually saved money by using these products and by not having these other ones. Plus, I'm not seeing the doctor as frequently. One of the most exciting studies that have come out of all of those studies, which they're all on the internet that I can help you find, is the National Institute of Aging. They found that Protandim actually extends life 7%. So that's pretty exciting. What they found is they took these 5 ingredients, and this is why Protandim is different than taking all of these supplements. Each one of these supplements by themselves, and this is green tea and milk thistle and turmeric and bacopa and ashwagandha, they all worked in the body about this level. But when they combined them together with this patented formula, they found that they work 18 times more powerful. And that's why it makes a difference. And that is activating what we call Nerve2 in the body. This is the last part of the science that I'm going to share, and then I'm going to go straight into the products. But this was written by Washington State University in 2016. And it says, Nerve2 may well become the most extraordinary, therapeutic, and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. This is something that I've experienced. I have found myself, this is a therapeutic tool for me to have my quality of life back. And if you still have your quality of life, which is awesome, and I'm so proud of you for doing that, not making those choices, this is the most preventative breakthrough. And Protandim, as we know for today, is the most potent activator on the market that's a natural supplement. So the company, I love this company because all it does is try to target body systems. So they took Nerve2 and they made it for the brain. This was originally made for athletes to have more endurance during a triathlon or during their recovery after their workout. And what they found, which was surprising to them, is what effects it was having on just the general population of children who have problems focusing, of adults who have problems focusing, of autism, and which is what I've experienced with my daughter, who is autistic, that she's been able to communicate better and she is able to do better in her daily activities. This is a great brain drink, and it's got that Nerve2 activation in it. Now we're going to focus on our skin and our hair. This is what I was so surprised when I learned this. And we all know that our skin's our largest organ, but I did not know that our skin absorbs 60% of what's around us within 26 seconds. The scalp and the forehead are 4 times more the absorption rate of other parts of our body. So it's even more important than ever to make sure we're putting clean products on our skin and on our hair. And if you look at your hair, it's going straight into your brain. And that's very important for all of us. I know as part of my recovering, I was changing out my cleaning products. I was eliminating toxins. I quit wearing makeup. I did everything I could to reduce my environmental toxins that were affecting me to help me get my health back and be the mom I wanted to be. So True Science has a skin care. This is Nerve2 activated. I love this because it is patented. It is the only skincare in the world that is patented that we know of. It also contains broccoli and natural ingredients in it that help your skin to have protection against the sun and those UV rays. It is a great product. I'm going to show you some pictures here of people who have had success using the product. So this gentleman right here used it on half of his face. You can tell that his skin tightened back up and that he is younger looking. This young man, his burn completely gone. This woman with this rash, completely gone. And that was by using the Nerve2 inside the body and the skincare on the outside. Next, we have hair care. If you haven't heard of the Think Dirty app, it is something that I recommend you get. It's evaluating products that you use every day, being laundry soap, dish soap, soap for your body, cosmetics, and hair care. And it gives them a score of 0 to 10 on toxicity level and environmental friendly. And if you're like me, I have tried lots of products. I have never found a natural product that has been able to do well for me. This is a product that actually has, and I'm very excited to share that with you. And it got Think Dirty scores of 1 and 2s. So here's this hair care. It's Nerve2 activated again. And here's people with success of having their hair just look better, the appearance of more hair growth. It is very, very exciting. People were giving Protandim to their dogs. So what do? We're going to make a pet tandem so that the dogs have more than what is just in Protandim. It's got a few extra ingredients to help their cognitive function and have a shinier coat. And there is Pet Tandem. Next, we're going to shift from Nerve2 activation to Nerve1 activation. So mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria is what feeds our cells and gives us energy and helps us sleep. When we have a dysfunction, it can appear in many kinds of forms, as some of these disease processes are related with mitochondrial dysfunction. Well, LifeVantage has a solution for that, and that is Nerve1. It does help slow the cellular aging, and it does help refeed those mitochondria. Next, we made a fish oil. Now, if you're already taking a fish oil, you may want to compare to what we have. We have something that's different in the way that we did omega-3s, omega-7s, and we added vitamin D. We also know where the fish have come from. They're from the cold waters, which is the right kind of fish that you need for those fatty acids that we need for our brain health and for our cardiovascular health. Omega-3s, this is some things that omega-3s, 7s, and vitamin D do for the body. And then we have a probiotic, and I assume many of you are already on probiotics. I was on probiotics. I was on this expensive one right here. 724 billion was in that product, because what I didn't know is that probiotics are mostly killed in stomach acid, and they never even make it to the intestinal tract, and if they do, only 4% does. Our product is actually patented with a coating on it that actually makes it to the intestinal tract, and not just the small intestine, but actually the large intestine, which is very exciting. And they put another product in there called Wellmune, which helps keep you well. It boosts your immune system. That was kind of redundant, wasn't that? But what I have found for this is every time the kids came home from school with a cold, I would get sick. And where they only got sick for a little bit of time because my body was already depleted, I was sick for a long time. And I honestly felt like I only had 2 months out of the year where I was actually feeling good, and that was summer. When this product came out and I started on it, my occurrence of colds and my longevity of those colds dropped dramatically. And so much so that I rarely even experience what other people are experiencing around me, and it's very exciting. I now have the right tools to be able to live the quality of life I want to live. That probiotic is part of a weight management system. It is a very exciting system. I'm going to pinpoint a couple of things in it. One, we have a fat burn in there. We have taken two products. One was Sinitrol, and this is just showing you the reduction of hip size, a controlled group versus a group that was taking the Sinitrol. And then we have Svetol, and this is a fat burning. So this is burning the visceral fat around your abdomen, which is the most dangerous fat you can have because that's where the majority of your organs are, and we need to keep them healthy. And so people who took this had much more success in losing that visceral fat than the people who didn't. We also have a protein shake. This shake is one of the best I've ever tasted. It actually can mix with water, and it tastes actually like a vanilla shake, and you can add flavors to it if you'd like, or you can add veggies and things like that to it if you wanted to make it a meal replacement, but in and of itself, it is not a meal replacement. The last thing we have is a cleanse. This helps your digestion stay on track. You do it one time a month. It's very gentle. You don't have to worry about missing work or planning it on the weekend. It is a very gentle process to just help clean out that intestinal tract. Our products come in groups, which can give us some free shipping. You can add anything onto those that you want. We have the True Science hair care, skin care, excuse me, hair care, and then the Vitality Stack. Now the Vitality Stack is a win-win situation. It's got your Nerf 2 Protandem, has your Nerf 1 Protandem. So you're cleaning the body, you're rebuilding the body, you're taking your omegas, which is feeding your brain and your cardiovascular system, and you're taking your probiotic, which is helping that gut to get healthy again. These are a win-win situation for optimal health. They can be bought separately, but you can also buy them together. So your question is whether you to become a customer or a distributor. There are a few things that I really like about this company. One is that it's the same price. There's no discounts, whether you're a distributor or whether you're a customer. It's whether you are on subscription or not that gives you the discounts. And that subscription can be altered or changed every single month as you see fit. And you get to do it yourself because you have access into your portal. It'd be like your Amazon account, how you can go in and just change it however you want. You can do the same thing with LifeVantage, and that's really exciting. But if you see yourself as not only just taking the products, but see yourself sharing the products, or you want to pay for your products or have some extra money or replacement income, you may want to look into a distributorship. Just to show you, we are traded on the NASDAQ. We are a publicly traded company because before that ABC prime time, we actually were a small biotech company, and they were selling it on the store shelves at GNC and at Rite Aid. And then when the ABC primetime aired, $5 million in orders came overnight. It actually almost put the company into bankruptcy. They tried to fulfill the orders. They were 9 months behind. You can imagine what that would be like, how you would lose that momentum of not having enough product for your customers. So they struggled for about 4 years. And then in 2009, they decided to go word of mouth, which is the way we're sharing it today, which is the most powerful mode of advertising. So these are our ranks in our company. The cool thing is because this company is so new from 2009, which also means we've had longevity because we've been around for so many years. Actually, they've been around since 2002, but we started network marketing in 2009. So we know we have a stable company, and there's only 10 people at the top of this company. And there's lots of room for all of us as this company is going to explode and continues to grow. We're in multiple countries, about 17 at this point, and it just keeps counting. As you can see, these are monthly averages. These are real numbers because we are publicly traded. We are monitored by the federal government on being honest on what we're paying people. I am personally a Pro 4, and that earns an extra $1,193 a month. That's $12,000 plus a year. Who can't use that, right? And I do have friends who are Pro 7s making $11,000, and I have friends who are Pro 9s making $42,000 a month. I used to be a school teacher. My full year salary was only $36,000 a year, and that was after I taught for a few years. So as you can see, you can make anything you want out of this business if that's what your course of action is. But I wanted to just get you acquainted with the products and with the company. If you want more information, please go back to the person who has shared this with you. To get started as a distributor, we have different packs, and then we have training that goes along with it. This is a business where you are in it for yourself, but you're not by yourself. We all work together, and we lock arms, and we help each other. It's not you have to go out and do all this on your own, which is really exciting. So I appreciate your time. I use all the products in my home. They have changed our lives. They have reduced our toxin intake, and our quality of life has improved dramatically. I'm excited to share these with you. Please go back to the person who invited you to this webinar and let them know what questions they can answer for you. Thank you, and have a great night.